Fred, you and I have been friends for 37 years now, give or take a month or so. Despite the fact that the very first time that I met you back in July of 1979, you offered me some terrible advice. That, of course, was in the Donut by the Bay, WCIX-TV, the quirky setting for a quirky TV station, Miami News with training wheels.
From the Channel 6 Satellite News Center, this is the 10 o'clock news.
When asked about possible neighborhoods to move to, you said you really liked it out in West Kendall. I did not heed your advice that was the place for a swinging young single guy, but I did hear you complain about horrendous traffic jams, 60 to 90-minute commutes, that you endured for the next 15 years. Now still, we became friends. We bonded over sports even before Miami was a major league town. Not much of a picture of you at this Orioles preseason game with the Tranks and Dave Frankel. We were weekend jocks, sharing a love of tennis and a lack of patience for frequently imperfect shot making. We played softball for CIX, then TVJ, and then JCC. This photo documents we even won once in a while, and also that our uniforms were color carbonated, as per Hector Alvarez. We played on the sands of South Beach for the greater glory of CBS4 or NBC6 or whatever moniker WTVJ was going by that year. I'm pretty sure we staged this photo. We didn't actually work together that much as colleagues at two different stations, though I did dig up this shot of us in a WTVJ satellite truck. Judging by how wasted and disheveled we look, I'm guessing hurricane coverage. We did some great traveling, that star-studded trip to L.A., when we came across minor luminaries like Roxanne from L.A. Law, 70 bonus points if you remembered Susan Rutan was her name, Richard Belzer, and Ben Gazzara, or was it David Jansen? Though, of course, it was our automotive rescue of Jay Leno that made the best story. I'm sorry, I only have my picture with him to show. Back in 1982, we vacationed in Mexico. You had that Tom Selleck mustache going. We were young, successful, athletic, but still, incredibly, none of the Mexicanas or even vacationing gringas seemed very much interested. Eventually, though, we met the right women. You were so happy to marry Julie and impressed me with your calm in the face of matrimony, a fact that you recalled later in your toast at my wedding to Sally. We were both calm, confident that our marriages were going to be a blessing. And, of course, I abetted you in your first fatherhood fiasco. You do remember the onesie. That trip to Toys R Us to scout up onesies for one-day-old Dylan. Neither of us with a clue of what a onesie was, and in my memory it took a half hour and 3 salespeople to lead us to the right place, though that might be an exaggeration. Your kids, of course, were aghast. After a few years of being a goofy, unrelated uncle to Dylan, you honored me by asking me to be Morgan's godfather. And then when Sally came into my life, you welcomed her as part of the family. You guys were the only Miamians at our wedding. Somehow we've lost our wedding video, so your delivery of that toast with jelly stains on it can't be reprised in its entirety. But the photos of you and your family in Michigan bring back some very warm memories. And of course, you hosted the Miami celebration of our marriage. About a year later, I remember being out for my birthday dinner with you and Julie as Sally prepared to go to Austin to pick up Taylor. And about a week later, you and Julie and your kids were all at the airport to witness my very first moments of fatherhood.
Hey.
You were behind the camera for my very first bottle feeding.
Do something.
Chomping them. Yeah, right.
Wink at me.
Yeah.
Proud
Hey,
Papa.
there you go. Look! What's this baby doing?
What's the baby doing, Morgan? You want to see? Did you wash your hands? Good girl. Dylan, what do you think?
How'd you like it?
What do you think of the baby? It's cool. That's it?
You played interviewer for new mom Sally.
Are you excited about this?
I'm very excited. A little tired, but I'm very excited and particularly happy to be home.
Is it just
With
amazing?
Papa. It's amazing. I think our life is going to change. What do you think?
Just a little.
You have to act like that.
And Julie helped us decipher exotic postnatal equipment.
Oh, you know what I don't know?
What do you
I
got
don't know
in
how
there,
to use
Taylor?
the diaper genie yet.
Oh, I'll show you that.
All right, good.
For 9 years, our families grew together in South Florida, splashing around at the pool. Those holiday celebrations that included both the lighting of menorah candles and opening gifts by a Christmas tree. And birthday parties. Lots of birthday parties. where we learned that you almost invariably chime in at the end of each line of Happy Birthday. And once in a while, we managed a few get away from the kids adult dinners out. Well, we left for Chicago 7 years ago after a lot of farewell parties. But chances to get together have proved very hard to arrange since then. Now, though, you've moved about 400 miles closer to us, and there is, of course, a flight between Chicago and New York about every 8 minutes or so. I'm sorry I can't be in New York to watch you blow out an ever-increasing number of candles, but we will make it happen soon. In the meantime, I lift the glass to you, the Cubs, the South Bend Cubs, as a matter of fact, and toast your becoming a sexagenarian. Happy birthday, Fredo. Thanks for 37 great years of friendship and many more to come.